Hello, it's just Facebook Live today. My iPad's doing a software update, so of course I started that 2 hours ago and it's not usable yet. It's one of those technology weeks. Actually, give me a sec, I'm going to plug in my microphone. I'm very well organised today. This is what happens when I switch from, here we go, can you hear a difference? This is what happens when I switch from client contact mode, so consultation mode, to live mode. And today you may be scattered far and wide if you're in New Zealand or Victoria or Queensland or Western Australia, anywhere where restrictions have eased a little bit. But it's okay, you can come back to this later. Also too, I think I should announce that because the world, or our world, is starting to open up, and things open up here on Friday, tomorrow will be my last 1 p.m. live. So if there's something you want me to talk about, let me know. Otherwise, I will come back in an ad hoc manner as these times continue. So I really wanted to give you a challenge today. So one of the things that I've noticed talking with my naturopathic clients is that food's kind of gone out the window a little bit with lockdown, and as we begin to re-enter the world, maybe it's time to give you a challenge. And what I like to do when we have some kind of dietary change is focus on what you're adding in rather than what's subtracting. And I know in the world of naturopathy, often things are very much focused on don't do this, don't do that, don't eat this, don't eat that. But I actually want to focus on what you want to add in, and the challenge is around something I've posted previously, so I can give you a full article to read with lots of supplementary material if that's what you like. It is the 40 Foods Challenge. So this is about taking care of your microbiome. Now, things that your microbiome probably doesn't like is a lot of refined food, alcohol, caffeine, sugar, you know, maybe all those loaves of sourdough with all the white flour perhaps have been fun, and all that baking. So let's think about how we can create a more diverse and healthy microbiome. So that's your gut bacteria. We have different microbiomes in the body, but the gut microbiome, if you haven't been living under a rock for the last few years, you've probably noticed all the literature that keeps making it even just to popular press about how having a healthy gut relates to having a healthy mind and healthy everything. Everything comes back to this delicate balance of flora in our digestive tract. So how we boost that flora is, first thing we do is look at prebiotics. So most people are familiar with probiotics. So those fermented foods and supplements that encourage healthy growth of beneficial flora in the gut. But actually, for that to work, there's a couple of things that need to happen. So we've talked quite a bit over this time about our nervous system and how our nervous system impacts our gut and reproductive system and skin. So I think even before the prebiotics, we actually need to do everything we can to work on our stress. However, having poor gut health impacts our emotional life as well, and our mental health. So if you find it really hard to find a way into your stress that way, start with the probiotics. And basically probiotics are unrefined plant food. So if we think about things like fruit, vegetables, I know in some books, you know, got to be careful about the fructose. Don't become a fruitarian, but it's okay to include some seasonal fruit. But lots of vegetables. Your whole grains. Remember, we did a whole pantry. Hello, Jane, you're back. Good to see you. You're not out in the world today with your easing of lockdown just now. That's great. So I'm talking about the 40 Food Challenge for your gut microbiome. So we're talking about, so I've talked about fruit, veggies, beans, legumes, the millet, the whole grains we talked about in that previous live, seeds, nuts, basically a plant food that looks like it does when it comes from the plant. So the difference is brown rice, we would put as one of the foods. If you ate brown rice for dinner tonight, that's one of the 40 food weekly challenge that you can add in. But not white rice and not rice flour. It is, I'll let you get away with potatoes if they're not fried. So the idea is you want to have 40 different plant foods in 1 week. And as I said, I'm going to link an article to give you more information about this. So the 40 different plant foods, I always find the first 20 or 25 or so really easy. You know, by the end of Monday, I might have ticked off 17. I make a muesli that can have easily 9 different plant foods in it. Things like different seeds, nuts, oats. I also use a porridge mix, a whole grain porridge mix in my muesli, which is made from 5 different plant foods, which is wonderful. And sometimes I will use a seed mix, which has got 4 or 5 different plant foods. And that's before you add anything else, like some nuts to it. So start to get, and I would also say you get a bonus point every time you have a fermented plant food, like some kimchi or some sauerkraut or something from that ferment recipe list that in my archives under food. If you can hear something in the background, that is Therapy Cat, because he can hear some talking and he's had big sleeps through all the consultations this morning. So the 40 food plant challenge is, as I said, I'm going to give you a link. I just want you to, in a week, have 40 different plant foods. Now, this is the thing that gets really interesting is often we tend to, you might have 5 different veggies at your dinner, but you might find it's always the same 5, or there's 6 or 7 that you choose between. So this is encouraging you to broaden what you're eating. The winter months can be a little bit more limited, but that's where the ferments come in, but also broadening those whole foods as well in your diet. It's about variety, as I said in the beginning. So the microbiome loves a variety. So there is a few tricks to make it easier. So different varieties within the same food group counts as 2 different. So if you have red cabbage one night and green cabbage the next day, those count as 2 rather than 1 food. A gala apple and a Granny Smith counts as 2. You might have orange beetroot and red beetroot. That's another 2. So you're getting my drift. Walnuts and pecans are totally different foods. Sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds. So this is the challenge I give you for this next week to get into the habit of diversifying your diet. So a diverse diet helps a happy microbiome in the gut, and a happy microbiome in the gut is really the answer to the universe and everything. And if you came into this late, I did announce earlier that as the world is opening up more for some of us, and New South Wales goes to another level of restriction easing on Friday. Tomorrow, Thursday, is going to be my last regular 1 p.m. live, but I will come back from time to time after that. So if there's anything you want me to talk about, let me know in the next 24 hours. Just leave a message on my Facebook page. So I hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy whatever freedoms you do or don't have. And I will be back tomorrow at 1. So good to see you. See you tomorrow. Bye.